Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to the Spill Sesh Sunday special. I know this week started off on a very dark note, and if you guys did not watch my Jeffree Star video, he did get interviewed by Chris Hansen. I wanted to let you know that I did watch that video and we'll be talking about it at a different time, but anything that I recorded for the Sunday special was prior to me actually watching the interview, and I will get to talk about that. Let's just get into some tea that doesn't have anything to do with Jeffree for right now. So let's talk about the girls in the Hype House. I'm not sure if Charlie is still in the Hype House or what the tea is. They don't post her anymore, but they still follow her. Anyways, a lot of the girls are getting a lot of comments about their weight, and it's just like so disturbing, and I can't even process it. I know that a lot of people have been calling out Perez Hilton for making comments on the girls, and it's just really weird because he's a dad, he has 2 daughters, so I'm just very confused as to why he's always making comments about girls and their bodies and the way that they look. And just know that I am seeing that stuff and I am totally disturbed by his comments. But Charlie came out and said that she had been getting a lot of comments, and she posted a photo of herself in a bikini, and people were saying she looks like she has put on some weight. People are saying she looks bigger. It's ridiculous. I mean, she's beautiful. I don't care what shape you are. It's ridiculous. I just think that we are so past judging girls by their looks. I just think this is so old. We should all just focus on ourselves, make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, we are healthy, and just stop worrying about other people's bodies look like. And the same thing with Addison Rae. She had been getting a lot of comments. Someone called her a whale, and she had to come out and talk about the entire situation. She took to Twitter earlier this week and she said, "I've seen 5 to 10 tweets and TikToks today talking negatively about my body and weight. It makes me feel insecure, but luckily I'm looking at it in a different light. I've been very motivated to start eating better and working out every day to become the healthiest version of myself. It definitely hurts to see people on my For You page calling me a whale and saying she's fat now. And I just want to encourage everyone who hears these things about themselves to love themselves. If you are healthy and happy, do not listen to these hurtful comments. You are perfect." So I think everybody just needs to take a page out of Addison Rae's tweet and just focus on themselves, make sure you guys are healthy, and just stop worrying about other people's looks. And Charlie said the same thing. Basically, she was just like, make up your mind. Like, people are saying she looks too skinny. Some people are saying she looks fat. It's ridiculous. Don't comment on people's weights, period. All right, guys, let's move on. We're talking about Acacia Kersey, Acacia Brindley. I have watched her for a very long time. I've made a video about some of the things that have happened and come out recently, and wow, we have a lot of stuff to talk about right here. So Acacia has been around for a while. She was on Tumblr. I made a video where I kind of summarized like how she got famous and all this stuff. She has this aesthetic of being a very wholesome, sustainable mom on the internet. She has 2 baby girls and she's raising them with her husband Jarius. Now, Acacia got called out a few months back for a lot of past videos and tweets and Tumblr posts, a bunch of stuff where she was being super ignorant, waving her white privilege up in everyone's face, using the N-word, talking about all this stuff. And it was very disturbing, the comments that she was making. I just, I can't show you guys that stuff, but a lot of it was really bad. And she took about a month off and she did return a few weeks ago, and she announced that she's pregnant with her 3rd baby. And since that announcement, Acacia came out with a new video titled My Apology, where she basically decided that she was going to come out and not only just apologize, but own up and acknowledge her behavior in the past and talk about how she was ignorant and she didn't understand what privilege was, or that she was being racist. She didn't know the power of her words. So she really did own up and acknowledge that she did mess up. I definitely think in a case where something from your past has come up, we have to give a person the chance to show that they have changed and they are different now, and really learn from this experience, and only time will tell if calling someone out for their past actions really will help change and shape them going forward. So let's move on, guys. We're talking about Morgan Adams. Now, you never thought we were ever going to be talking about Morgan on this channel because, well, I mean, she's super unproblematic. If you guys don't know her, she is Ryland's sister. Ryland, who is Shane Dawson's fiance. So the three of them are always together. They're always hanging out, and because Shane is really close with Trisha, by proxy, Morgan and Ryland have become really close with Trisha, and Morgan decided that she was going to do a video titled, "I wore Trisha Paytas's clothes for a week." Now, when she filmed this video, someone pointed out that this happened to be the same day that Trisha made her Meet My Altars video. Her hair is the same way, and you can tell she just filmed it. So it's not like any of them knew that Trisha was going to get herself into yet another scandal and offend people with disorders. But people in the comments were still very upset and calling Morgan out for still posting this video, despite maybe not knowing that day that she decided to film this video that Trisha was going to get herself into a really big situation regarding dissociative DID and dissociative identity disorder. But people are just upset that she's still giving Trisha a platform. I also want to note that Ryland and Shane were also getting ripped apart in the comments for still being friends with Trisha as well. And especially Jeffree and Shane have been in a lot of conversations lately in the comments I've seen of their videos or on Twitter, Instagram, of people wondering how they can still be friends with Trisha or support Trisha because of the things that she has said in the past and things that she is continuing to do by her very offensive trolling. So as of recent, Trisha has taken it upon herself to say that she has dissociative identity disorder, and she has called other people on the platform that have DID and said that they are lying about having it. She's allegedly made fake YouTube accounts and Twitter accounts that have been harassing these people, especially dissociative DID. In turn, a lot of people have been very upset with the way that Trisha is handling herself and driving dissociative DID to a very dark place where they have come out and admitted that they have thought about self-harm. And I take mental health very seriously, so Trisha needs to realize the power and the weight of her words do have an effect on other people, and as much as she can think that being a troll is funny and cute, it's not, and it's really hurting people. And her actions are starting to really affect her friends. As we can see, Morgan and Shane and Ryland are all getting called out because they are associated with Trisha, and people believe that they are condoning her actions. And by filming videos with her, people believe that that is sort of them giving her approval, that they don't care what kind of content that she makes, they're still going to be friends with her, when people ultimately want them to tell her that what she's doing is wrong and it's not right. So Morgan Adams got dragged into this entire Trisha Paytas mess because she posted this video and she needed to get Trisha's clothes for this whole week challenge that she was doing. And when they got to Trisha's house, she was with Trisha. They were discussing what type of clothes that Trisha was going to give her to wear during this challenge. And Morgan was saying that she thinks that Trisha should pick out the clothes, and Ryland made a joke saying maybe something semi-offensive. So a lot of people were pointing out that they know Trisha is offensive and they're just joking about it, and they are condoning this behavior, and by proxy of them being friends with her and supporting her and making jokes of her making offensive content, it's not teaching her how wrong it really is what she's doing if her friends are standing by her and supporting her and not telling her how wrong it is and how hurtful she really is being. Now, we don't know what conversations are happening behind the scenes, if any of her friends have come out and said, "Hey Trisha, this is a little offensive." We don't know if those conversations are happening, and maybe they are, I don't know. I know that Shane, Morgan, and Ryland have talked a lot about mental health in the past, especially Shane. We know he struggles and he has been super honest about it. So I really can't see him not saying anything to Trisha, but at the same time, seeing Ryland make jokes about her even owning clothing that might be semi-offensive is just, I don't know what to think. It definitely did hurt a lot of people's feelings that watched Morgan. So Morgan did come out with a statement. She put it on Twitter and she did leave it pinned on her YouTube video. She said, "From the bottom of my heart, my intention always has been and always will be to make videos to make people laugh and be entertained. I know for a lot of people this video has crossed a line, and I am truly sorry for anyone who's felt negatively from my actions, and I hear you and see you. I will always do my best to take your feedback and show you that I really do care. And I know mental health is so sensitive and personal to every individual, including me, and I'm sorry for my actions affecting you and will take full responsibility for that and hope to do better for you in the future. As for a timeline, we filmed with Trisha before any stay-at-home orders were in place. I stayed at my apartment alone for 25 days to make sure I wouldn't get my family sick, then came to stay with them. This was filmed over the course of a few weeks. Also, I see a lot of people saying their comments are being deleted. I appreciate and understand your feedback and value your feelings and haven't deleted any comments. YouTube filters through what the top comments are so people have new comments to read. I hope you know my heart was in the right place, and I will take accountability for anyone who I've negatively impacted. I'm sorry, I love you, and I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy." That is what Morgan had to say. I am glad that she did acknowledge that she was getting this hate, because I noticed it right away and I was like, oh, yikes. I think the real question here is, and something that I want to talk about with you guys, is if you are friends with someone who is doing something offensive and you're still associating with them, what does that mean to you guys? Does that mean that you are just as responsible for offending and hurting the same people that they are hurting because you're standing by side and not publicly telling them to stop? If they don't stop being friends with Trisha, will you be upset? I really want to know what you guys think about this whole situation, because it is super conflicting to talk about. I never would want to tell someone not to be friends with someone, but at the same time, I see how problematic it is that they're friends with Trisha and allow her to do this stuff. But I also see that we're not seeing any behind the scenes conversations. Who knows, they might be trying to help her be better or tell her not to do things. Maybe they keep their internet life and their personal lives separated from what they talk about when they're actually hanging out. I'm really not sure. I want to talk about it with you guys. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.